radio show in the metaverse. And so when people are driving their car, they could tune into Jake and Tanner. We may be the first radio people to do that.
Why would anybody drive a car
I don't know.
Listen to the radio.
Well, I don't know.
Why would there be a radio station?
Well, I don't know.
People
Why not?
barely use radio stations out here.
I don't know, man. God.
Just use our podcast. Our podcast's there. Listen to our podcast in the metaverse. Actually, they're probably only going to take Facebook podcasts, and we don't put our. It's like the only place we don't put our podcast.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We were supposed to ask Joe. I don't understand. The world's moving too fast for Uncle Jake.
Well, it just feels weird that Facebook's like, we're going to do a podcast thing now. It's like, really? Because everybody has a podcast platform.
I don't know.
There's like 1,000 of them. But I guess Facebook's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I wish I could understand it, and then I wish I had the balls enough to risk putting in money. You know, again, I feel like these NFTs and I'm still waiting for my Dogecoin to take off.
I jumped the Doge ship.
You dumped it?
Yeah. I wish I would have dumped when I was, a thousandaire.
Right.
But
me too. I'm down like $400.
Didn't you buy it pretty high too?
Yeah, I think it was like 29 or maybe even more. 29. I can't remember.
I thought you were in the 40s when you bought.
Maybe I did.
But
I was up like 300 at one point.
Well, yeah, I was up over $1,000. Well, because I only paid $30 for mine because I bought it when it was less than a penny.
Let me see here. Yeah, I'm down $393.49.
Ooh. Doge check. Woof, woof.
Yeah. Tesla just accepted it, low.
As payment?
Yeah, I guess so.
Really?
That's what Elon...
Yeah, but he said he was going to do that for, with Shiba too. With Shiba Coin?
Yeah.
And that's not a thing.
All right. More Jake and Tanner show on the way next. Dude, you know what I'm super into right now? Besides, like you said, math, you nailed that.
Yeah.
Aldi's tuna in a bag.
Oh, God, you damn tuna people too.
Well, man, they spice it up just right, or they'll throw some lemon in there, and it's just a little baggy, 16 grams of protein that does a body good.
Kayla does it. She gets the chicken.
Chicken in a bag?
Yeah.
That's not bad. How much is she paying for the chicken in a bag, do you know?
Well, I guess let's find out. We get it at the Wally Jam.
All right, Aldi is 89 cents a tuna bag, and I don't think that's bad at all.
I just don't think you should bargain shop on tuna.
It's the good. I ain't gotten too sick.
What are you talking about? You're always sick. It's probably a damn less than $1 tuna.
89 cents, baby. Give me 10 of those.
Okay.
Lunch for a week.
Where are these small little...
Kids are addicted to it now? Yeah.
How do I look at my orders?
I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Personal info. Nope, that's not it. Purchase history. There we go.
It's a Jake and Tanner show, FYI. Beer Friday has run dry because of Corks and Caps. Corks and Caps has left us out. You know what? They didn't even say goodbye.
No, they just bounced.
They just woke up and all their toothbrush was gone from the apartment.
All your records were gone,
leaving us wondering, worrying. We worried for. We still do.
Are we the problem?
That's
what I keep asking.
Did something happen? Are you sick? Did you get what happened? Corks and Caps in Greenville.
God.
No Beer Friday.
It's just so sad.
Well, what sucks is you can't just stop alcohol cold turkey. We get the shakes, we're throwing up, and don't blame that on us. Like we have a problem.
Yeah,
the problem revolves around Corks and Caps not weaning us off.
Amen.
I mean, if you come back, we still love you. Know that every light in the house is on, just in case you get tired of being gone. Come on, baby, that's a country song right there.
Mm-hmm.
Backyard's lit like a crack of dawn. Who's Dawn?
Yeah, who's Dawn?
Dawn was my first girlfriend that I kissed, and she's dead now.
Yeah, you've been bringing that up a lot.
Well, her name's Dawn.
And
the only
she's
Dawn
dead.
I know, and she's dead. It's terrible. It's a weird one, man.
Yeah. So these are they're $1.37 a bag. How big are yours though?
I don't know.
These are 2.6 ounces.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Angie would have to check that out.
Yeah, well,
what the hell else is she doing? That's her lady job.
Darn right.
She's probably in the kitchen. She's not.
Yeah. What the hell?
Someone's gonna get spanked. I don't know what I'm doing. This is terrible. We're going to lose this gig. Know that I'm just joking, and I think women have every right that a man tells her to have.
Oh, God, that didn't sound right.
I'm just kidding.
That a man lets her have.
It's stupid. I'm being very stupid here.
Are we opening up?
Yeah, I think so.
Which one are you doing?
I don't know yet. Which one did you grab?
I grabbed all different. So I'm doing Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade. Oregano.
Or origami.
No, it's oregano.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's oral anal. No thanks to Corks and Caps.
No thanks to Corks and Caps.
We had to find these on our own. I definitely don't want to do the peach.
Oh, you don't want peach? I'll take peach.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll do peach later because this is a peach tea. But that one's an 8%, by the way.
What one?
The platinum.
Jeez. All right, watch me down this.
Do it. Bet you won't. It's early enough.
Why? Listen, I've only had a nanner.
Like a natter day? A natty?
No, I've only had a nanner today to eat.
Oh, banana.
Yeah, whatever you call them. Fancy term.
I feel like I'm trying to figure out what my daughter's trying to tell me. Sorry.
I'll down this. Dude, we should be doing, you know what? Like you brought it up yesterday. We should do an at-home podcast very soon where we drink like on a Saturday for an hour or so. Just BS.
I believe we can go Facebook Live together.
Oh, through our Roadcaster?
No, I don't know. Like I think Facebook Live has
Bite
now.
my thumb at you, sir.
I think Facebook Live is now allowed multiple people to be on.
What are you trying to tell me?
I'm saying is we can get drunk with people live.
Oh, That's an idea too.
Or we could do an at-home podcast.
Well,
Give it to those people.
I didn't set it
instead.
up yesterday. All right, let me taste this. By the way, no thanks to Corks and Caps.
Yep, none of the thanks to them.
My favorite time to drink is in the morning. I don't know if anybody knows that. You do now.
You can get a good buzz and then a good lunch.
Dude, I'm telling you about Station 11, HBO Station 11. You can't watch it.
I don't want to.
No, you can't because it's good. I don't know why when I give you
Advice?
recommendations, you go, mm-mm.
No, because
Most of the time, because I said Snatch too, and you're like, I don't want to watch that. Snatch is one of the best
I'm
flipping
sure-
movies on the planet.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not, but I look at these movies and then I gotta know the mood that I'm gonna be in, and I just don't see me being in that good of a mood in the foreseeable future.
Station 11, Angie cried twice. I
don't want to be in that mood.
It's good, though. It's really good, and it's like, it seems artsy. People are not going to like it. I'm nervous. I'm nervous that hopefully we're going to finish this. Mm-hmm. I'm going straight to the book because I can't wait for season 2 to come out. I just can't. I need to get going.
I watched the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous. Never heard of it.
Maybe. Who's in it?
Probably only because I've told you.
Maybe.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Allie
McBeal?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Is it a comedy?
Yes, it's one of my all-time favorite comedy movies. Like to be honest, it is my all-time favorite comedy movie. It's from 2009 it's from 1999. It only has received a 46 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Comedies for me are just
Hard to watch. This is such a different comedy.
Yeah,
okay.
but what do you do? Do you just sit there and then
And laugh? Yeah. It's the same thing you do when you sit and cry, except you're not sad.
Yeah, but don't you like good acting?
You're telling me that Kirstie Alley, Brittany Murphy, she's dead now.
Is this fat Kirstie Alley or is this skinny Kirstie Alley?
She's working towards one of them.
Okay, at this time she is.
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst, Denise Richards, Amy Adams. It's super funny.
I like Amy Adams.
It can't be. If you get triggered by the R word,
Yeah.
don't watch it.
Well, listen, 1999 was a completely different time then.
1999, they threw that word out.
Yeah. My wife, you can tell our ages though, because my wife, or I'm blaming her, she'll say a couple things every once in a while. I'm like, Angie, you can't do that anymore. Like she'll say, and she does not mean
Like things are G.
Yes, that's her. That's
Yeah.
and that was a thing. And I mean, she does not care whatsoever, but she will say that every once in a while.
Yeah.
She'll be like, that's G. And I'm like, Angela.
Wasn't even that long ago.
It wasn't.
We still had that word. Because I know it was totally acceptable in high school. It was acceptable. Not
Yeah.
saying that it was right, but it was acceptable. Our word wasn't as much. But that's because I had a teacher who works with people who have mental disabilities. And I said it in class once, and she lit me up. I mean, lit
I bet.
me up.
Yeah, I never used that word too much. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever have. I mean, most likely I
Yeah.
have, but I always felt, and I'm not saying I'm nowhere near better than anybody, but I always felt bad with that one.
That one was so weird because that was just the medical term for a long time.
Oh yeah,
Like I showed you that commercial
yeah.
from like 1980. It was like a PBS commercial or something like that. And the commercial went like, please help us. Please send money so we can help retarded children.
Right.
And that was a legitimate charity thing. Like that's just what it was, which I think is what confuses people when they're like, oh, but we used to be able to say it. Like, yeah, but it got used in a different way.
Have you ever seen those TikTok videos where I forget where that asylum was, but it was way back in the day. Parents of mentally ill would drop their kids off because I can't take care of them. I don't have the house for it. And they're going to take care of them. But dude, it just became like a prison, and they were like just all S-ing and peeing everywhere, and they're just sitting in the hallways. I don't think there was any kind of help. If there was, it was like that electroshock help or whatever.
They still do that.
What?
In Appleton.
They do?
Yeah, because the last time we talked about this, we said how crazy was it that people do electroshock therapy.
Wow, I didn't think that was a thing that you should be doing anymore.
Feels wrong.
Are they
I guess
doing
we're
it,
not doctors.
Are they doing it to the mentally ill, or are they doing it just to people that have like PTSD or whatever?
Who knows?
Whoa.
Who knows who they're doing it to?
Well, what are they using it for?
I don't know.
Whoa.
And it's like, hey, you got to stop parking in my parking spot.
Jeez.
Where do you park? In the back. Very good.
They had a in Traverse City, they have an insane asylum there.
Yeah.
And I've told this story too because it's so crazy. Mm-hmm. No pun intended, but
a little pun.
In like the 70s or 80s or whatever, they lost all funding for it. And a lot of these people didn't have anywhere to go because they just got forgot about
where they lived.
Dude, because I remember a guy telling me the story. He's like, yeah, or a girl telling me the story. She's like, yeah, my mom wouldn't let me play outside that week because on this day, everybody knew that the funding ran out and they had to open the doors. And dude, they opened the doors and just insane people walked out.
Yep.
And if you didn't have anybody to pick you up, they're saying that because Traverse City's not very big enough to have homeless people all, and they say those homeless people that you see coming from that insane asylum because they have nobody.
Yeah. That would be such a crazy day.
Yeah, right.
That would have been such an insane day. Because as a kid, you would be like, why can't I play outside today? But like all parents, like you and I would have been talking about it for weeks.
Oh,
and be like, dude,
they're letting them out. And it's people that live somewhat close.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Dude, that place is so cool now. If you and Kayla and your kiddos ever go that way, which I highly suggest.
I want to see Traverse.
You will love it. Dude, it's great. They got a nice downtown. You can be on the beach there. The lake's beautiful. You can go to Empire. Yeah, it's touristy, especially if you're going to go during Cherry Fest, dude.
Yeah.
They got all the rides and games set up for you and the kiddos. But that insane asylum, dude, they made it into, you go in there and they got stores,
like a mall, right?
Yeah, they got but they kept everything. So there's stores and there's delis in there, dude, where they were like ripping people's tongues out.
Yeah,
you can go get a sandwich now. And they got all the stuff.
Fun.
Like when you're there going to the deli, right beside it, they'll be like, "Oh, there's that thing they use to pick brains."
Yep. Oh my God,
in the museum.
That's another one that's insane. Doing a lobotomy.
Yeah, dude, we're just taking it out.
Can't fix them, so we're just gonna rip some brain out.
What part?
Whatever the crazy we can reach. Whatever I can reach through their nose.
Dude, in Travers, they had this one thing where it was okay. How do I explain it? Like, it would look like a needle, okay? But you could, you know how you put your fingers around those one things when you're about ready to squeeze the needle, and when you push it at the end, instead of anything squirting out, it was a chain that would squeeze, and they used that for tongues to cut your tongue off.
Oh.
Yeah, in case if something was wrong or you were talking out of pocket.
Yeah, that's what it was. Somebody got beat, and then it's like, man, I don't think you're supposed to treat us like this. We got a tonguectomy right now,
dude. And
somebody's talking crazy,
and you can see this stuff like when you go into shop for a blouse.
Yeah,
it's just wild.
Our deals are insane. Come in here. Our new milkshakes will rip your tongue off good.
There's this one, I remember they had this thing where it had like a chain around it, okay?
A lot with chains.
Yeah, this one was, and you would have a handle and you go zzz, and it would spin like this. And that's what you use to cut bone off. Because they didn't have any electricity at this time, or I mean they did, but this is what they had if they didn't have electricity, or maybe it wasn't used there. But I remember it being in the museum. But think about back in the day, dude. That's like medieval time where they go, and if that chain moves is just as fast as your wrist does.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like that was fast enough in 70 in the 70s.
And apparently there's all these underground tunnels where they would transfer one, insane person over to this wing because they didn't want to let him outside or whatever.
Yeah.
and you can break into those tunnels and get lost because people do it.
Why would they build the tunnels so you can get lost?
I don't know,
Is
man.
it to confuse the crazies?
Maybe.
Could.
Or maybe, well, I'm just saying you can get lost now if you don't know. I'm sure the doctors or nurses knew where to go.
Yeah, probably, just like any building.
It's in a beautiful area, dude. Like it's really cool.
Well, that's the same thing if like the Green Bay prison, like that Max prison.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that there? Like
I mean, why'd they decide to build it there?
either that was there first, which I think it was.
And then we built around it.
And then they're like, this is a good spot for land. Why are you building houses right next to it? It's like a park. I think you can't even go on the south side of that prison if you're a diddler. I think it's too close to the park outside.
I think that's a beautiful, like if you
It's
drive
a nice
into
prison.
it, yeah, I think it's a really beautiful area.
It's a cool looking prison. Wait, are we talking about the prison or the area over there? The area is awesome.
No.
over there.
I'm talking about where the prison is. Like I've never drove into it, but I guess if you drive in, I think it's really beautiful. Like in the summer, the grass is green. And
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be locked up for the rest of your life, you could be locked up in other or worse places.
I don't want to answer the phone today
It's
because
34:30.
well, I don't know. It could be
No,
BJ.
Yeah, 6:30.
BJ from The Score, BJ and the Bear. He said yesterday, "Hey, we're going to call you because we want to talk to you about Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Trainor or whatever."
Megan the Fox.
Yeah, and I go, well, dude, what do you want to know? Because we know that they got engaged. Well, we know that. And I go, well, I can't tell you anything
That's
else.
pretty much the end.
I go, hey, maybe you should talk about sports because we're an award-winning talk show
love
or
how
sports
petty.
show. And he got mad.
Of course.
He got mad.
I love how petty we get.
Yeah, I do too.
Don't talk to us about that stuff. You want to know why? Because I don't know any of it. I don't know a movie she's been in the last 5 years, 10 years probably. I think the last movie I've seen her in was Jennifer's Body. And that was in 2009.
She was pretty there.
Yeah, she was.
It's pretty now.
Yeah, she's still pretty. Minus the thumbs, man. Those thumbs
Minus
are
the Machine
jacked.
Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She
Get
got
that
those
thing off of her.
flat thumbs or whatever you call those.
Yeah, toe thumbs. And him, I couldn't name one song he does. Not one. And I think we play some.
He has that one good one. You know the one good one? You broke in my good.
Oh, wait.
You broke in to my heart.
No, that's Blink 182.
Oh, okay.
You
Girlfriend.
Something with girlfriend.
Yeah.
It all feels complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
It all feels complicated. I hate him.
No, that's Avril Lavigne.
No.
Complicated.
Yeah, but that's complicated. I'm talking about the other song because she doesn't own the word complicated.
Oh, I thought she owned it.
Do she though?
I don't know if she do. I bet
She could do.
Probably not say it, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna take a few bucks, put it to the side. Because we
would.
said it twice.
All right.
Like if they come after me, I just want to be ready for that. Like taxes.
Just get it out of the Jake and Tanner fund.
Mm-hmm.
I got to replenish that. Been buying a lot of Playboys
What the hell?
on eBay.
I've been buying Playboys on eBay.
Yeah.
Like old ones or
Machine Gun Kelly isn't a Western movie. Come on now. I don't believe that.
it's probably crap.
Yeah, it could be.
It's like when he said that he was in Bird Box and he was in it for 4 seconds.
Your coffee's over here, son. Oh, you switched to beer.
I did.
Yeah, that'll
I did
do it.
switch to beer. And my coffee's already cold.
That's a horrible coffee
That's
mug
the
then.
worst
Who
coffee
brought that
mug.
in?
I don't know.
Oh, FYI, before we go, somebody brought in Snickers ice cream bars in the freezer. I find that really weird here. Like,
That's very odd.
That's an odd one,
That's
right?
an odd one to have because you buy the one, you buy those for kids and then you eat one.
Right.
Because you take your dad tax.
Yup. It's just weird. Like, that's what you brought in for a snack for work.
Oof.
Because you love them that much?
I think during the break, you and I should take bets on who we think it is.
Okay.
Wait, actually, 3.
Whoa. I got to.
It shouldn't take you that long.
I'm forgetting people who work here.
I can tell you, yeah,
Oh, wait. Do we work with them?
kind of. The person I'm thinking.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Chuck.
Yeah, it's Chuck.
Okay. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. For some reason, this next thing I'm going to play has been so stuck in my head, and it's the most cringeworthy thing. You'll remember it right away.
Okay.
And I thought, why not relive this in what happened in March of 2020? I think.
Oh,
when did the pandemic happen?
2020 started
2020.
then.
Okay, because this was 6 days after. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's when Gail Gadot or Gadot or whatever her name is.
I think it's Godot, actually.
Godot. By the way, far too pretty. This woman is far too pretty.
Super pretty.
She doesn't need to be that. Nobody needs to be as pretty as her.
No.
When she decided to heal the world with the Imagine, and she got some of her B-list celebrity people to send in clips to sing. Do we remember this? This is 6 days in. It's so cringeworthy, man. Oh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you this before I play anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to take this back. I do think this video brought everybody together on how much we hate this video.
It was so weird. The only thing that came out of that is when John Mayer made a parody and said, when they said send in a video of you saying Imagine, I thought they meant Ariana Grande's Imagine. So it's like them singing Imagine, then he's like, yeah, he gets right into her song and then switches back.
It's just so annoying that it was, I just do not like her. That was that Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm just not the biggest fan. I mean, she's probably a nice person, but...
You know what the other thing is? The other one that was really bad? When they were all, like, saying, I'm sorry.
What?
Remember the, this might have been, like, the Me Too movement thing.
Okay.
But they were all, like, a bunch of actors.
Guys.
Guy actors. The only one I can think of is Jesse Pinkman.
Where everybody did a compilation of I'm sorry?
Yeah, and he was like, it's not fair. Like, let me find it.
Oh, that seems super cringe.
Super cringy.
I hate the end. Of course, Jimmy Fallon's going to do something.
Yeah.
Dude, it had to be hard for actors, though, at this time, because actors need, like, a coffee cup, and, like, actors are a coffee cup, and people need to fill it. Right?
Yep.
The people need to continue they need somebody to fill that coffee cup for them to get attention, for them to do their craft. And when there was nothing, that's got to be difficult. And that's why Matthew McConaughey wasn't getting told how great he is all the time. So he was on everything. He went on Rogan. He interviewed Fauci. He was doing all these things, man, because he needed that buzz. He needed that. Because it is like a drug. I don't care what you say. You can be as sober as all hell.
Yeah.
But that is a drug that actors need.
Absolutely it is. I have it. It was I take responsibility.
Okay.
It's a bunch of actors.
Let me see if I can guess the actors.
Okay. That'll be interesting.
Dak's wife.
Nope.
Damn, who is it?
It's Sarah Paulson.
Oh, I don't even know her.
American Horror Story.
Nope. Oh, that's Aaron.
Come and look at him.
Okay.
Because he doesn't take responsibility. This was, I think, against racism. So be ready. A lot of honkies here.
Oh, I do know her. Oh, Jesus.
Acted the hell out of it. I think that was Kesha. No idea.
This is so annoying. There's Dax's wife.
Yep.
Dude, that's so annoying. I want to hear this.
Yeah.
Wait, can I hear just a little bit more of that? Did you?
Oh, that's what it was.
Well, did they? Did they? See, to me, this is hey, let's jump on this.
It was jumping on a movement. Because once again, this aired June 11th, 2020, so this was another instance of celebrities not being filled up. They
Right.
just wanted to be filled.
Dude, let me. Where did that woman say? I want to hear her stuff when she explained away police brutality. Where have you explained that away?
Yeah, maybe. Well, she might have done it in person. Like, why didn't they comply?
That's a terrible thing. To like,
Well, that's the because we've heard it too. Like when she's saying explaining it away, it's like saying, I'm not defending her, but what I think she's going for is like every time that you're like that guy just got beat. It's like, well, yeah, but just listen to the police.
Yeah, well, my thing is, for me, it's like, I don't want that to ever happen.
Dang.
But in my head, I go, what can I do?
Yeah.
Do I got to apologize for that?
I don't think so. I don't think we had to apologize.
Well, that's why I'm thinking this is not necessary, but this is a big...
None of these are necessary.
You and I have always said that we think there are good police and there are bad police.
Yep.
And that sucks.
And
Really how do you test that? How do you test that you're going to get the guy that doesn't? Does there need to be more like psychological tests that the guy's not going to put his knee on him for 15 minutes? Or?
Yeah, it sucks because like you can't just keep like that's one of those jobs where there's not supposed to be bad apples. You know what I mean?
But it's all those short guys in
Short
high
and
school that
bald.
got picked on. And dude, and listen, I know there are great cops out there. There are
Amazing
great police officers out there.
I know some,
But it's just like radio, baby. There's people that do fake bits that ruin it for people like us, and we become the morning zoo people, which we're not. We're not
those
morning
fake
zoo.
bits don't kill people.
That's true. They buy yachts. They buy yachts.
So once again, that's different. Taking a police officer and comparing it to any other job, it's so hard to compare because, like, say. Like when we said, like, there are bad jocks and there are good jocks. It's like, yeah, but a bad jock doesn't result in a dead person.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to compare it to, like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you do? What do you do to weed out the bad ones?
I think more schooling.
Or maybe
because, like other countries and stuff, to be a police officer, you need a 4-year degree. It's not just like a couple week training class.
And it's terrible to be in a position where the higher up is the bad seed.
Yeah.
So like you're sitting there and you go, this doesn't feel right. But you go, I have a family to feed. What do I do?
Yeah.
Like being in that position. Yeah. Hopefully you do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I would hate to be in that position. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think there needs to be a ton more training in handling different situations. Because, like they said before, their psych training is like one course that they take, but they do weapons and combat training constantly. Like they're always doing that. So yeah, of course, when you reach a situation that is an elevated amount of stress, your first instinct is not going to be, let's de-escalate this with words and see what we can do. It's going to be, I need to get my weapon out. I need to get ready.
Well,
this is what I've been training for.
Also, there's a problem, too, of power where I'm wearing this blue. I have the badge. I have the gun. Are you disrespecting me? You know what I mean? So there's this power where it's like, you do. No. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me. I'm not going to allow you to push me.
You don't talk to me like that. Like the way you talk to your kid.
Right.
Like when they start talking back and be like, hey, you don't get to do that.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly. Dude, speaking of police, I feel like I'm the only one that will help other drivers out. Michigan, this was a huge thing. Okay.
What?
Michigan, this was a huge thing, and I never see it a lot in Wisconsin. And I drive a lot. Or the where you flash your lights off and on to help other drivers know, hey, there was a police right there.
Speed trap.
Finally, somebody did it for me, and I was going the speed limit because I'm a law-abiding citizen. But it was very nice to see that because I never have that. Do you know that I just not recently found out, but maybe people don't know this. If you put your GPS on, people will put speed traps on
Waze, yeah, I think Waze has an option for that.
Even Google now.
Google does it now?
Yeah, because we used it on the way home from Michigan, and there were speed traps over there in Chicago.
I know. Yeah, I know. Waze was one for a while.
It was like one of the first. I think it was beautiful.
Which, dude, I don't know how we do this, but there's a way to do it. You know that you can record your own voice for your navigation. I think on Waze.
That is not the most egotistical thing I've ever heard.
But like you can record anybody's. Like you could have Angie telling you directions on your Waze thing. I think you and I should.
You can put it for so anybody can download it.
I don't know if anybody can download it, but you and I need to do it.
Well, nobody
wants
mine. Where are you going,
jackass? Turn around for the rerouting one.
I send people to Florida for some reason.
Every time that you're supposed to turn left, I say turn right. No, left. Sorry.
No, it's left. Is it right? You want to go towards the lake.
Let's figure out how to get all of that so people can use us.
Dude, and at the end of this Gal Gadot thing where they're doing this sing and imagine, she like sings right here, this part. And at the very end, she smiles like she just did us an effing service.
Yep. She's like, well, just fixed COVID.
It's just like
not one more person's gonna die because old Gal Gadot.
She sits. She was sitting there going, "This is gonna be great. This is gonna be. People are gonna love it.
They're gonna look at. I'm probably gonna get a statue."
All right. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Hey, do we have any police officers listening right now? Because I want to know if you have heard any stories from way back when. Because being a police officer now, with like all the body cams and dashboard cams, and now I forget where it was, or maybe it's all the United States, where it's like if you turn off Colorado, if you turn your cam off, you're basically considered guilty.
Yeah, your testimony gets thrown out, and there's no something immunity.
Okay,
I can't remember what it was called, but there's no.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
There was no more. You get away with it because you're a cop.
But
you got headphone right on your nose.
Okay, I got back in the day, dude.
Yeah,
being a cop like in the 80s, you could get away with anything.
Yep.
And if anybody's got any stories, we understand that there was corruption back then. That's okay. We're not saying the police are bad. It was just a completely different time. Probably shouldn't have done it, but man, I guarantee that you could. And then your boys would come out. The other cops would come out and go, okay, cool. We'll just cover this up, or we'll do this. Or
yep.
I remember the fire crew telling me when I was saving lives over there in Traverse City, Engine 1. The main guy was saying, the guy that hired me was saying, back in the day, you think it's a boys club now, because I would say that, man, this feels like it's a really tight group. It really is cool, man, when you become part of the fire crew.
I just saw I think it was on Reddit. Somebody was like, what's a cult that isn't a cult? And somebody said, being a fireman.
Yes, that is so true. Even though I don't think I was ever really accepted in the group, because a lot of those boys
were men.
Yeah, and like to make me feel bad, but they were the dudes that were buying fishing boats, and they were hunting, and they were like that kind of group. And I think I was fun because I would have parties over the house, and I think one dude wanted to bang my wife too, like, so he would come over all the time, and I need to settle down. But they were telling me back in the day, you would go there instead of the bar if you worked. The fridge was packed full of beer. They said they would go out on calls, like fire calls, to put out fires and stuff, drunk. Because they would be drinking, they would have to stay there the whole entire night.
Yeah, that's the full-time office, or the full-time firefighters.
Right, they would stay there the entire night, and the boys would drink. They would play pool. They were playing cards. They were eating steak. They had the grill, and they were drinking beer. And a lot of times they would be buzzed up going to the fire. And you would just go. You would just go there when you weren't even on shift to have a couple beers with the boys.
Yeah, it was just your time.
Qualified immunity, that's what that's called. So does anybody have, dude, really, honestly, if you are a police, you're listening right now, just call if you've ever, because I guarantee if I heard that story and I was a fireman I saved so many people in only like 6 months.
Yeah.
I heard that story. I guarantee if you've been in this, you heard what happened in the 80s, 90s.
You know what I would like to hear, too? A police officer say what they think would fix.
Do you mean like police weeding out? Yeah, weeding out like the,
what
the
do they
bad
think
apples
needs to be done?
I don't know, man.
Dude, isn't it crazy?
More psychological tests. What's up?
I watched like the they have like the police like agility course or whatever, like what you have to do to pass it. And why do you only got to do that once?
Yeah, there's a lot of cops that are out of shape.
Like,
it seems like you would want
to like once a year.
Yeah.
Like you got to stay in shape. But it's also not hard. It's like, can you do 15 push-ups in a minute?
Yeah.
Or like 20 sit-ups in a minute? Or
not saying that your job is not difficult and stressful. It is, but maybe passing that course. I feel like I can do it right now.
I said.
Yeah.
It was like jump a fence, run. It was like run 500 meters. Do 15 push-ups in a minute. That, and I was like, I don't work out. I could 100% pass that test. I know I could.
Do you I'm about ready to open this 8%.
Well, hold on.
Hey, okay. Do you have any questions about, and I'm being really honest here, about being a fireman?
No.
Because I can answer those for you.
I have absolutely none. That job is never. I was never one of the boys that was like, I want to be a fireman.
Dude,
when I
I'm
grow
going
up.
to tell you what, Lo. When you walk around, there is a weird pride with being that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially when you're with the boys and you're all wearing your blue T-shirts. It's just like, I don't know, man. It is a weird feel-good pride. I just opened this.
Go for it, bruh.
Why'd you tell me to wait?
Well, because I was going to slam this.
I will slam it. Stop being a little
Dude, you
bitch.
can't slam seltzers, man. There's
I
too many
can't.
bubbles. God didn't design my stomach to hold that many bubbles.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of bubbles.
Mm-mm.
Well, you like the
I like
one
the
dude.
clown.
Yeah, clown the bubbles. You love him.
Blowing bubbles is my favorite pastime. I think that was the first dirty joke I ever heard.
Yeah.
Billie Holiday told it to me.
Yeah.
He
You're getting a
was
little
like-
buzzed up. You're getting a little
And he was like,
bubble
"You
mouth
like
over
blowing bubbles?" And I was like,
Who doesn't?
"Yeah." And he was like, "Well, he's back in town. He's looking for you." And I was like, "You made a joke at my expense, and it was sexual. We're in third grade."
Dude, I
Like,
remember being in third grade. Chad Thrush brought a frog or a toad.
an
It
odd
was
thing to
it
bring.
was a little rubber one, right?
Oh, okay.
And he would hold it like this, and he went, "Hey, you know what a horny toad is?" And I go, "Well, yeah, I've heard of that." And then he let go of his hand, and the little thing went up on this rubber, and I'm like,
Oh.
that is awful. It's terrible."
But
Oh, I
at
laughed.
third grade, I bet you laughed for an hour. I bet
Yeah,
you
I
thought about it later in social studies, and you're like, "Horny toad."
That going back to doing that firefighting thing.
Yeah.
I wish I was more of a man to do that because I really enjoyed hanging out with those guys, and it was fun to be.
you want friends.
Well, it was. I don't know, man. It felt like you were part of something that wasn't the Freemasons. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah.
It was part of my issue, though, is I don't know directions. So, like, what am I going
Oh,
to do?
you could
Like,
never drive.
if I had to drive this truck. I'm terrible at making decisions like right on the fly. Like I have to marinate with my decisions.
Yeah, not
So-
a great quality in a first responder.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like I came from radio background, so when they were in there like wash the truck, I'm like, why don't we just say we did?
Yeah.
Why do you got to wash? But I guess that the public, it's open to the public. Fire stations are, you can go from like 9 to 5 and go in there and say, hey, I want to see the truck. I want to know what my tax dollars are going to.
I guess.
And
Yeah,
then
that makes sense.
So everything had to be spick and span and shiny, and I don't know. It was coming from radio when you got all this freedom to do just talk and then do your own go home or whatever, and then actually having to
a set schedule.
putting the hose and winding the hose. I'm like, this is heavy.
Yeah.
But I wish I was more of a man because that's a really cool job. It really is. I mean, you can die and stuff. but
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
I mean, I wouldn't want to ever do it in like Chicago when you're running up tall buildings. Traverse City didn't have any like those tall buildings or anything, but
yeah, that sounds terrible.
that's a really cool gig. About 15 years ago, my friends and I were at a gas station in Appleton on a summer day, just hanging out outside drinking Gatorade. There's a group of kids there as well,
Dope.
doing the same thing. Oh, maybe I should say, okay, there was a group of black kids there as well doing the same thing. 3 cop cars pulled up, told the black kids to leave because they were starting a fight with us. We tried telling the officers that, hey, they didn't even talk to us. Police still made them leave. My friends and I still talk about that incident till this day. Yeah, it just goes on to tell you the color of the skin is, yeah.
Even 15 years ago was 2007.
I like. Hey, I wasn't a volunteer firefighter, by the way. 2225. They go, is that your high school football career?
Yeah, did you get paid?
Yeah.
How much?
Well,
No.
volunteer pay. but it was more than you can
Training.
But it was /EMT, like you had to do the EMT so you could get full time to do it. It wasn't volunteer.
Yeah,
It
'cause
wasn't,
you had to be a first responder too. Like if somebody was having a heart attack, you had to do that.
If I would have chose to continue to do that,
Mm-hmm.
listen, no 2225. I've been talking about this for years, so that's why I joke around with me saving lives, and I've only saved so many. I'm humble about it, but these people are breathing because I've carried them out of buildings.
You have not carried a single human being out of a building.
You have no idea. I carried a fat chick out of a burning building.
No, you did not.
Way bigger than me. Yeah, I did. And I did it.
When?
This is before you were born. and I had to carry her down, and you won't believe the adrenaline that rips through you at that time. I was very surprised myself. She still sends Christmas cards.
That's not true. I don't believe that story.
But anyway, ooh, that's terrible.
Oh, the platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you give me that?
I just brought. I
that's
brought one
terrible.
of each. It's a little stronger.
Well, I'm gonna go get mango.
Yeah, go grab a mango one.
I probably
There,
will.
daddy girl.
But that is one career that
Still calls to you.
no, not at all.
Oh,
But if I were more of a man, that would be I highly suggest anybody doing it. It's a really cool thing.
like if you found out they were paying like $45 an hour to go be a fireman.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't mind getting
crap.
Like you wouldn't mind getting out of radio to go do something like that.
Dude, I had an opportunity to become a Traverse City fire. No fires ever happen there.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but not like Chicago
rarely.
or like
Yeah.
these. I mean, you weren't getting paid crazy amounts of money at all, but I mean, it'd be a good gig to have.
I'm sure it
Especially
would be.
there. And the status you get, dude. It's weird. Maybe that's the only thing I liked about it. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, the way that people look at you would probably feel really cool.
Yeah.
It would. To be like, yeah, I'm a savior. It's like 15 Jesuses just walked into this bar and we're all about to get drunk.
And that's the thing though, like when you go to the bar, you're not going by yourself. It's just a group of boys going with you, and everybody's wearing that shirt, that blue T-shirt, man,
Yeah,
just
but
to
you're-
show
I
people
mean,
you're a
Dude,
firefighter.
we're older now.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, you ain't going to do that now. Like if you joined a firefighter
Yeah, you're
now.
right. Well, I don't know, man, because it's flipping boys club, son.
I guess you got to be pretty. I bet you, firemen, they tell their wives when they're going to be home.
Yeah, maybe, probably. I don't know.
Not saying. What I'm saying is they
I have
don't.
a very
they don't
stressful
ask
job.
They don't ask their wives like, "Hey, I'm going to go out with the boys for a little bit. Is that cool?" I think it's more like, "I'll be home later."
Yeah. Well, it's one of those gigs though that are extremely stressful. So it's like you don't know what I deal with.
Traverse City. You just said they don't have fire.
You don't know what I deal with, and how many people I've seen die in other people's
How
arms.
many?
Well, I save everyone. I'm on a great
other
track
people's.
record. I'm just saying other people's arms.
Other people, they're the murderers. Not me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So if you have any questions about it, feel free. I'll answer all of them. I didn't even finish schooling.
We did that test. You were doing really good the first half, and then I looked at your screen and found out that you were just doing the question before me. And then when I made you turn off it, I think you got one right. What do you want to know?
Bad with tests. It doesn't mean that I'm bad on the scene. Except when we had to do this thing and I threw.
Like I
It
said,
was quite embarrassing. They're like, "That was in chapter 1. Why are you putting the oxygen tanks in like that?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not. I'm a hands-on guy."
yeah, I learned on the job. It doesn't really work for fires.
Anyway, all right. I'm having a hot flight. I'm done with this one.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
get a new
get
one.
mango. All
Go get a
right.
new one there, sugar.
All right. It's Jake and Tanner show. So, hey, Appleton Airport. I want to talk to you about this. This faster, easier, more convenient, giving you more time for what really matters. To spend some time with your loved ones on vacation, more time visiting family, things like that. Listen, I'm 30 minutes away from where I live. I'm 30 minutes away from Milwaukee. If I lived anywhere near here,
like for me, why would I drive? Like the 3 hours for me to get to either the Milwaukee airport or 5 hours to get to the Chicago airport.
No way.
I can just stop in Appleton and leave from there.
Skip
and they have
all of it.
And the thing is that it's not like, but they only go to weird places. No, they have direct flights to Florida. They have direct flights to so many different areas. You want to
direct? Let me say that again. Say that again. Direct.
So it's not like they're going from, you go to Appleton, but then you got to stop off in Chicago, and then from Chicago to Atlanta. No. Appleton, Orlando, boom.
And you know what's great about the size of the Appleton airport? It's easy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not like this big Chicago airport. You go in, you get the things done quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, dude, they have one-way fares with Allegiant Air.
Yeah.
To Denver, Colorado. You love Denver.
I love it.
$39.
What?
$39
That's it?
for a one-way. What about Fort Lauderdale? $39. Remember when you went to Sarasota with your family?
Yeah, I remember that.
$49 to Sarasota for a one-way ticket.
So listen to that.
You do that 2 times. Dude, for a family to go down to Florida, especially this time of year, for $50?
And close to home. No long TSA waits. Easy in, easy out. Short walk to the gate. Appleton Airport has the most nonstop in Northeast Wisconsin. And we're giving you more flexibility to travelers. Leave when they want, leave and return when they need to. So remember that. Appleton Airport. I hate when we start drinking on Fridays because I'm like, I want to party. And so like I know my wife's sitting there just drinking coffee, and I'm like, hey, you know what we should do today? We should have beers when I get home.
And that's the crappy part is that it takes us so long to get home.
Right, it's all
You're out of that party,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like your wife is still in it.
No, she'd never. Like,
Oh, really?
Oh, she'd be like, she's a total buzzkill. Like she would be a buzzkill right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because mine, I'll text her like if she has off, she doesn't have, but I'll text her like on Fridays, be dude, let's go to dinner tonight. Let's get dinner. Let's go to lunch. Maybe we'll have a few drinks, and then by the time I get there, my hangover's starting. She's like, "Where are we going?" It's like, I think we're staying home.
I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. Hey, we should do free advice Friday.
Yes,
You want to?
dude, we're so good at giving advice.
I think so. I mean, we're not. We don't know much of anything, but we're experts at everything.
Yes.
So 866-916-0959. Love to
Give you advice.
Yeah, it's free. By
It
the way,
is.
know that it's free. I'm afraid to answer the phones though right now because again, BJ and Bear are trying to call us, and I don't want to talk Machine Gun Kelly.
Here, we'll give them advice. Do your own crap.
We're just mean to them.
We're just mean. They just asked, like, hey. No, that's the thing. They didn't ask. They said, pick up your phone.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Be like, dude, we're busy.
So free advice Friday, 866-916-0959. This can be anything. This really took off years ago when we would do this. And then we stopped for a while, and we never picked it back up. But I remember that one call. Dude, that one stays with me for a while.
The 9-year-old addicted to porn?
Was she 9?
Yeah. That one sticks with me. Because they had to have like an intervention for a 9-year-old. That's
9, dude.
That's 2 years younger than Piper or 2 years older than Dewey.
It goes to show you how bad porn is. I mean, how it's like a drug.
Yeah, but I mean, like, sometimes it's really cool.
Yeah, you're like, well, wait, hold on.
Whoa. I ain't anti-porn.
I use this.
I got the wrong number.
That's all right. I use this.
This is Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. What's up?
I need advice on how to keep my almost 4-year-old in his bed at night.
Oh.
You're asking the wrong people, man, because mine's 7 now, and he just stopped like hanging out. He actually slept with us the last 4 nights because he's been sick.
My daughter is 5, and we just got her out of her bed.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. This is what Tanner and I say. Remember, that'll end one day, and they're never going to need you. They're going to never need you again. And at one point, right now, it's kind of nice that they need you.
I said this. I'm really happy that my daughter sleeps in her own bed now.
Yep.
But I miss it every night.
Dude, it's sad when they
It's
just
so
bounce.
sad.
Yeah, because at one point, they're going to
Guys,
go to
the
college.
guilt trip doesn't help.
I'm just saying, man. One day they're growing up fast, and they're one day not going to need mom as much. They'll always need mom, but they're definitely not going to. At one point, you sit your child down and you never pick them back up. Think about that. I haven't picked up Piper in a long
When's the
time.
last time you just sat on the couch and cuddled with Piper?
It's
It's gotta been years now.
Dude, and like with Dewey, I picked
And you
him
didn't
up
even
the
think
other
about
day, and he's heavy, dude, 62 pounds, or 68 pounds. I'm picking him up, and I'm like, how long? When am I going to be able to do that? So what I say is, continue doing it. Don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it. Feel it out with them. What I did was
just ask them how they feel.
yeah, and then my daughter was like, if I sleep in my bed, can I get a new bed? Because her bed kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
Sure.
if you sleep in your bed 3 nights in a row,
Yep.
we'll go get you a new bed. She did. We got her a loft bed with like a slide and everything, and she loves it.
Now she stays in her bed.
She stays in her bed. She hasn't slept with us for weeks now.
Well, this is, if you want it, this is a terrible one, but my kiddo, the reason why he wanted to is because Piper started picking on him, his older sister, in front of other people.
Oh, shame him.
And then, and then the other people, the other friends were like, you still sleep with your mom and dad? And then it was like, Ma, I don't want to sleep with you. And then I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
What's happening
Yeah.
here? Yeah, so, yeah, don't
Sometimes
rush it.
social pressure works.
How old is your kiddo? 4, you said?
He's almost 4, yeah.
Almost 4? That's only 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And we
You're
do.
fine. I agree with your child right now. I'm not in agreement with you at all.
And also, I'm a trash family. My daughter sleeps with the TV on.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story.
So she's allowed to have that.
All right.
whatever.
Thanks for the call, but we don't
Thanks,
agree with you.
guys.
Bye. She still said thanks.
So how do I get him out of my bed? But don't.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, all right. So, it's not necessarily entirely on topic, but I know you guys have talked about it before on the show. But recently, I found out that Machine Gun Kelly proposed to
Shut
Megan
up!
Fox.
Hang up on him.
Yeah.
Here's one. You ready for this one?
Yep.
By the way, if you need any advice, 86. By the way, if that dude is listening, that had that daughter of yours that was 9 years old that was addicted to porn, we've never talked to you afterwards. After
I
we
wanna
gave
know
it
how that's
advice,
going.
I did too. It was
We
3
should-
years ago.
Yeah.
Kind of on the same subject here on this thing here. I've been showing my body to men on Omegle
Okay.
for around 5 years.
Oh my God.
I'm 19 now.
Oh my God. So you started when you were 14 years old?
I love and hate the attention they show me. I find myself promising not to go on, then to only go on to chat, but before I know it, some guy has ordered me to strip and degrade myself, and I do it. Same for Wicker. What's Wicker? Is that the kind of like Omegle must
What
be?
the hell's Wicker?
I don't know. WICKR. And other chat sites. Within no time of going on them, I let men degrade me. And although at the time I love it, I hate it afterwards. Advice is desperately needed. How can I stop? Well, Omegle's no good, man.
Yeah, get off Omegle.
Omegle's hey, by the way, if you have kiddos and they're like, "Oh, I just do this chat roulette," it's Omegle. It's terrible.
It's literally it's wiener.
It's all it is.
A lot of it. Just tons of ween.
So what do you do, man?
I don't know. That's pretty messed up. That's some deep seated.
There's something that happened. You got to go talk to a therapist because there's probably
Yes.
something that you like, especially at a young age. 14.
Where's your dad? That's what I want to know. Because you don't obviously have a dad because you like the attention from older men. Because I'll tell you this right now, Omegle's filled with old guys. That's it.
Do you know porn is so addictive?
Okay. Now,
I want to
not S on porn again.
not, but
It's art.
If you are not, if you can do this healthy, if there is such a thing, I don't know. But this is, think about this for a second, dude. If you were a meth head and you're trying to stop meth, but you have meth right here in your pocket,
you at all times?
or you know what? I'm gonna go home and there's meth upstairs.
There's literally meth everywhere you look.
Do you know how difficult that would be to have meth in your pocket trying to stop? It'd be like an alcoholic and always having beer on you. And this is what I'm saying. I'm holding my phone when I say this.
Yeah.
That porn is right here. So that's
Always.
got to be so difficult for people who are addicted to porn. That's got to be a major, major hardship to go through. And I don't think people that are addicted to it, they look more like pervs rather than like, oh, they have a problem. Like, I don't think people give them the, not kindness, but what word am I looking for?
The sympathy
that possibly they deserve, because I think it is a real problem with with the internet. But anyway, but again, I'm not crapping on it.
Yeah, because porn's cool, man. I don't know. I think if you look at porn on Christmas Day, you have a problem. That's the only time that I think you can
Jesus
say you
is
have a
birthday.
problem. Like that's the one where it's like, whoa, on Christmas? You had to find time. That's a family day.
Text line. I've weighed my pros and cons, and I'm confused. On what? What have you weighed the pros and cons?
Well, let's
on?
look. Hold on. I'll
Hi, who's this?
Hey, Lorelai.
Hi, Lorelai. What's up?
Hi, I got a question for you. I have teenage boys that just don't listen for nothing. I thought this might be a good one for you guys to handle. Any advice?
Are you a single mother?
Yes, sir.
There it is. You got to get a man.
Yeah.
You got to get a
What
man
I'm
in your
saying.
life. I always say this, man.
I don't want one of those, though.
You have to, or you got to get a lesbian that's a little bit more manly. You got to find because the deeper voice. I'm not. Now listen, if you're a single mom, and I'm sure you're doing
the dad voice.
that's what I mean. Really, honestly.
With the dad voice.
Yeah, there's the dad voice. And Tanner, you can't get
Yeah.
right. Can you get behind me on this?
I
No?
yeah, I called him at work one time to dad voice the kids during my marriage. I get it.
I mean, I get it. I know exactly what you're saying, and I wish you were ever found wrong. Like, I wish you were. Like, I wish I could be like, Jake, you gotta stop saying single moms, their kids act bad, because it's not true. But every single mom's like, I can't handle these kids.
No, I get it. And I'm gonna be really honest, Lorelai. That's gotta be a tough
Right.
boat to row, I guess,
Especially for
because
boys.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
got a
is.
couple boys and you probably have a job and that you're dealing with and you're still
Yeah.
trying to be a mom
Yeah.
and you're trying to anybody, and I'm even saying this for men that are raising kids by themselves.
Yeah.
It's tough, man, when you don't got another teammate.
Where is the dad?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
No,
Not
it's not.
here.
There's still supposed to. He's still supposed to be in their life. Is he
Boy,
not in their life at all?
I really like what he just said there.
Trust me, I agree, but that is
Where
not.
is he? Well,
No,
that's okay. Where is he? That's
does
okay.
he? When's the last time he saw your kids?
Never.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wait, Lorelai, you got to explain a little bit. Please be honest. What happened?
It was stepdad, the marriage, and I was talking about how, during my marriage, I, did call dad at work to dad voice them, but, that's not their dad. Their dad's just,
A loser?
they're not here. Never have been, never will be, just not here.
Does he know about the kids?
Yeah.
how do you have two kids and not know at least about one of
yeah,
them?
true. Do you choose? Do you not care that they don't have a relationship with their dad?
Oh, no, I care, extremely much.
A lot.
The boys have different fathers.
Oh, I got you.
One of them literally is not walking this earth anymore. The other one chooses to just stay away.
Oh, that's too bad.
Have
I
you
mean, I
thought-
guess, or maybe it's great because they're losers. I
have
don't
an
know,
idea.
or-
Now,
Yeah, see, I thought I was throwing you guys an easy one here, laugh about the teenage boys that don't listen. I thought it was a good segue from the porn addiction,
We're getting deep now,
But you took
Lorelai.
it there.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Mr. Doubtfire.
Get a
I
nanny.
love it.
You dress up as a man
Okay.
and say that you're working later hours, and then you dress up as a man and you like Mrs. Doubtfire them, but you're Mr. Doubtfire.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And you're the nanny. Maybe they'll respect you. It worked out for for Robin Williams.
Well, I mean, he offed himself. but-
Yeah, I might just have to give that a try.
Well, write that down. If you wrote that
Right.
down, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't write down the off
Will
yourself
do.
part. That's a whole different thing. That's just the Mr. Doubtfire.
Lorelai, I know it's tough. It's being a single mom, and we love that you listen, and thank you so much. We appreciate it.
No worries. You guys have a good one.
You know
You know what other phrase that I really like that you said today
what?
during that call was you need to get you a lesbian, but like a man one. Yeah. Really fun string of words that I just didn't think I was ever going to hear. And it took me out of the segment because now all I'm thinking of is like, where would you even buy one?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
Yeah, like you're I don't know if you know you're doing this, but you're like advocating for, I think people are grasping onto you who are against same-sex marriages.
Wait, well, I'm not against that.
I know, but we got a text. It's like, here we go again. Jake proving that a child needs a father and a mother. And I was like,
or a
whoa!
lesbian with a deep voice.
And so I'm just letting you know. It might not be your intention, but I think you're.
No, I love everyone. And I know being a single mom and dad is tough. I want to continue doing this. I'm having a lot of fun.
I have an idea.
Okay.
A million verbal trademark on all of this.
Okay.
$1 million idea. You and I make an app where it's our dad voices and it's targeted towards single moms.
So you just hold it up.
And then you type it in.
Hey, stop that right now.
Hey! What are you doing? And just stuff like that, so they get that dad voice that shuts it down.
I love it. All right, I love it. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We're going to continue with the Free Advice Friday next. Man, it'd be funny that people that kind of just found our show or have been listening for the last year or so to know what we used to do way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because, boy, has it changed.
Just a little, I guess.
Facebook fight. We got sent a Facebook fight the other day, and I'm like, oh, my God, we haven't done those in years.
Oh, God, no, we haven't.
Free Advice Friday, 866-916-0959. Any question you need. Now, again, we're not, we don't claim that we know everything, but boy, are we experts at everything.
So far, the advice we've given is a woman with a 3-year-old said, how do I get my kid out of bed? Jake, what was the advice?
Well, the advice was, don't rush it. Stop rushing it. Do you even love your child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other advice was, my teenage boys don't listen to me because I'm a single mom. And the advice we gave was,
get a dad.
Dress up like a man.
You dress up like a man. Who's this?
Really?
What's up, Barry?
Not a damn thing. How you doing today, gentlemen?
Good boy.
Holy cow!
You're excitement and energy and motivation. Boy, do I like you.
All right. You know, anybody that's doing this kind of gig, having a few drinks, you guys are good guys. I thought I'd come in and ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
My family's moving in late spring, early summer. Unfortunately, I found myself in a situation that gave me the opportunity to be on probation. My probation officer is not letting me move. So, my family's moving regardless. What do I do?
Hey, can you tell why is
do I stay?
Why is your family moving?
Better weather.
Okay, but when we say family, what do we mean?
Wife and kids.
How many kids?
Young kids. 7 and 8.
How long does your probation last?
May 2023.
Oh, dude, and you're
you're a year away.
Yeah, but you're telling me that your wife and kid can't just say, hold up, I'll hold up for you? That's terrible.
Wait.
They would. No, they're good people. They're good people, but this has been the plan for a while. Now I'm throwing a big, huge legal wrench into it. My wife says, hey, I'm not going to punish myself and the kids who look forward to this because your dumbass did something. And I can't say I blame her. Yeah. You know, I screwed it up. But on the other hand, you know, I don't want to put myself in any other situation.
Well, what happens if you bounce? If you go with them, you'll go back to jail?
You know what? I think maybe. I think there's a possibility.
I think that's the point of probation.
Yeah, but for sure. I mean, I think she's not going to be happy about it, the probation officer. But I think I have to give her the opportunity to find me for that to happen. If I lay low for the rest of my life, just keep it 18 months, go away.
That's
right?
not good advice. That's bad advice.
It's not like I'm a mobster, for Christ's sake. But I got a family. I want to be down there.
So did you ask your probation officer about this, and they were just like, nope?
Yeah.
See, I blame the probation officer on this. He's got a family, though, man, and it's like, you won't leave?
But hold on. How often are you on probation?
Never. First time ever.
This is the first time you've ever been on probation. How long have you been? How long is your probation? 2 years?
2 years.
Okay. Have you looked into any other avenues of, like, is there any legal recourse? Can you fight your probation officer's decision? Can you go up? Can you? I'm at
her beck and call at this point.
Somebody on the text line said
the probation officer's not bad people either. She's just like, listen, I can't, rightfully say that you've served your full time. You have to do to the, to the point what the judge said.
Listen, two things. Says, I'm pretty sure he can take this to a judge for ruling. I don't know if that means anything. But second here, what did you do?
Oh, well, see, I'm not allowed to maybe announce that.
Well, that's okay. Well, what would you, if another person did what you did and got in trouble, what would they have done?
Yeah.
They may have taken the opportunity to put somebody, let's see, in a position not to hurt anyone else.
Okay, so so this person probably took matters into their own hands.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
now,
probably.
have you thought about snitching?
Yeah. for
Start
sure.
snitching on
now,
people.
mind you, I didn't tell her where I was going. I just gave her a rough location. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I'm a guy that doesn't get himself into all that kind of, you know, of a mess. So if I get down there, just take care of my stuff, run my business, chill out with my kids.
What-
I don't know that they're actively going to look for me.
What are your priors, though?
I got 2 priors, DUI, and an assault from.
Dude, but do you want to live like that, where you're maybe looking over your shoulder when you're going to your kid's baseball game or
Yeah.
whatever? That would suck.
And you don't have Pablo Escobar money, I assume.
Probably
so like,
not.
You're not building. You can't
No,
just build a prison.
No, not Pablo Escobar money. Maybe Pablo, but Escobar's out of control.
Sure.
You know, I don't know that they're going to actively look for me, but I don't want to look over my shoulders either.
That's what I'm saying. So I would just sit tight.
Yeah.
I would sit tight and deal with this.
I would
My-
try to convince your wife to wait a year.
Well, why would you even have to
Yeah.
convince? Like my
it's
issue,
11 more months.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know that if this happened to me, I'd be like, no. The wife, you guys got to stay. We're gonna do 11 more months. I almost feel like you need to look deeper into that because you guys are teammates, bad or good, man. I
But
feel like she could stay, or. I mean, you could look at it the other way and go, well, she could just go, and then I have to deal with this as a teammate, let her and the kids go, but I wouldn't want to be away from my family. And I don't think Angie would
no.
want to do that either.
Well, who's
No,
the
and
breadwinner?
I get it, but looking at it from her side, she's like, you know what? You are a teammate. You let the team down. You know. Not that I don't want to
I
put
get
you
that.
I mean, I'm not trying to put them in a spot. I really don't.
I want to tell you something really quick. Talking to you, you sound like you have a really good soul. And I just feel like
Well, I
you got
appreciate
messed up in a little bit of something that you shouldn't have got messed up in.
Okay. Yeah, you sound like a good guy. Are you a good dad? Be honest with yourself.
I am. You know, I didn't grow up with a father, different story. So I do everything I can to make sure that I'm doing what I didn't have. You know, I'm stern. I don't want them to put them in a place to where they can't make decisions for themselves later because I spoiled them. But I want them to know they're loved.
Somebody said on the text line, now check this out. This isn't our words, but I like this. Even if the wife and kids are excited, how could she make them not have a dad for those 11 months?
Dude, I would.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would be trying to get her to stay, or I would be actively every day call my parole officer and call the judge, call everybody just to get it approved.
Or have them go down. Why don't you do this? Have them go down for the winter months. Come back to the summer. Wisconsin's all right in the summer.
Yeah,
But by that time, they're gonna leave.
They're going to find somebody new.
Yeah, but if he said they're leaving in June.
Listen, what if you go down there and then somebody else is playing catch with your boy? You know what I mean? There's a whole new dad in the picture.
Oh, whoa.
He's already on probation for beating somebody up.
I'm not afraid to take care of that guy, right? I mean,
He's like,
we're going to have a
whoa.
conversation.
This is like a fictional story. He's like, whoa.
Whoa!
Hey,
Let's settle down.
throwing a whole new character into this. We're going to have to rethink it.
Dude, why? I assume it's Florida, but why Florida?
Damn, that's y'all just throwing a dart at the board. I see.
Is it?
Is it
Florida?
Really, it's weather. It is. It's weather. It is Florida. We go down once or twice a year.
Yeah.
The kids love it. The wife has been going down there since the beginning of time.
So even if you tell
and
your
I love
probation officer like your wife is leaving, nothing, like they won't have any to transfer it.
I think that's the next route. I mean, to be honest with you, I have to charm and convince one of these two. And
how good of a lover are you?
Yeah, I bet you he's a great lover.
Dude, it sounds like you're a great lover.
He's an amazing lover.
I bet you are generous.
Oh, I bet.
Well.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to smoke weed with you and Chad. I feel like we could hang out.
He's on probation!
Sorry!
Whoa! But I'm good on probation. I've never even met this lady. She just calls in.
Wait,
hey, how you doing? Good.
The probation
You
lady?
trouble? No. All right, yeah. I've never even met her.
Let's call her.
Oh, shit. All right, let me pull her number up.
Wait, real quick.
can't swear.
We gotta let you go. We gotta let you go now. We gotta
All
run
right,
some
gentlemen,
commercials.
thank you so much. Have a good day.
I see,
Love
man.
you.
Dude, I just feel like we could smoke some weed and we'd be over. There would be a car with the hood up, and everybody would be just kind of looking around the engine. You know what I mean? Just like by a garage. By the way, we had to dump something if you don't know because he swore.
Yeah. I think we call his probation officer. It's not our lives.
No, I'm down with it. Yeah, let's do it.
That would
Hey,
be
text us really
insane.
quick the probation officer's number.
Oh, this person. Trust me when I say you don't want to be on probation
In Florida.
in Florida.
I wouldn't want to, dude. I don't think I would want to leave, like just bounce. But also, I would be so upset. I understand that I let the team down, that whatever it was, I went on probation, I had to do jail time or whatever
Yeah.
it was. But still, if my wife wouldn't hang out for just 11 months, let's just fix this up. We'll do this in 11 months. I just feel like there's an issue there.
I guess there's more questions I want to know. Like, do they already have a house set up? How recent is this probation? Well, you said 2 years probation. So this happened May of 2021. So he's already been doing this probation for 10 months or 9 months.
Let's go get a beer. Let's go pee.
Dude, you're right. That's a good plan.
We'll be right back. Hi, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. I'm going to crack another one.
Ooh.
Boom.
There it is.
That's what bliss sounds like.
There it is.
Or DUIs. Never drink and drive.
Nope. You shouldn't do that.
It is the Jake and Tanner Show. I think I already said that. Good morning. So, apparently the Supreme Court, I don't know if you saw this, blocks a nationwide vaccine and testing mandate for large businesses.
Oh, did they?
It was a thing where it was like if you had employees 100 or more or whatever, you got to do it. And I guess they blocked it. Good news for me, so I don't have to continue doing weekly tests. And also insurance, I guess now it covers that. Did you hear that? No matter what, insurance has to cover buying the test now.
Oh, really?
Yep. So that's all covered now.
That's good.
Because I remember getting excited about that, going, well, great, good. If I got to do these weekly tests, that'll just be covered. But now, as of right now, they blocked that nationwide vaccine and
so
testing mandate.
Yeah, so the government can't make you, but that doesn't mean
This,
like your private company.
yeah, I think the company can state do it.
Oof, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
State maybe, or I think company. Oh, did you hear Aurora took back now? Aurora was, hey, if you ain't getting vaccine, bye. When now they're out of employees and they go, hey, well, just kidding. You guys,
Did they?
Yeah, they could come on back. So I just got told anyway a couple days ago. Aurora lifted the whole. You have to be vaccinated to work there.
vaccine mandate. Yeah, I don't see anything about them coming back. But yeah, if they did, that's
what I just heard. So I don't know if that made news. Well, now I don't want to give false information, but
yeah, I guess if you work at Aurora, let us know.
Yeah, can you call? Is that
should have
completely
made
wrong?
news. You know what I
don't know.
mean?
That's what I heard. I heard Aurora lifted it
Where'd you hear it?
from my wife.
Oh,
She's
where'd she hear it?
Somebody said I work for Aurora. I haven't heard that yet.
that feels like that's a well, because that was going around.
I gotta ask who Angie heard that from.
Because that was going around for a while, where it was like they ran out of employees, but in total, Aurora lost 440 team members, which only represented 0.6% of their workforce.
Hang on. Aurora didn't lift the mandate, but they allowed exemptions. Maybe that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I wonder what the exemptions are.
Yeah, limited exceptions for religious and medical reasons.
All right. I wonder if they're. That's like a kind of a note saying my kid doesn't have to participate in the 12-minute run or whatever because of this.
Yeah, you'd have to figure. Yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning, guys. 3430.
What's up, man?
What happens if Woodward tells Jake either you get vaccinated or your health insurance is going to be doubled because insurance companies are sick of paying these high medical bills for you COVID people?
I don't know. If Woodward did that. That's a good question. My wife and I have actually talked about that.
Because it's not saying that you'd lose your job. What they're saying is your insurance premiums are going to go up.
Oh, yeah. I guess we never talked about that. We talked about the one thing is I don't think Woodward would ever do that, but if they did do that...
it might not be up to Woodward. It might be up to who Woodward gets their insurance from.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question.
A friend of mine works for a big company, and they're making him get vaccinated because of what I just told you.
See, and that's my thing, and I don't want to get back into this thing, 3430, but can you guarantee me 25 years at Woodward? Can I retire here if I do this vaccine? And they can't guarantee me that.
No, but they can guarantee you your job now.
I know, but you see what I'm saying. It's just
I get what you're saying. I got to do this for you, but you're what are you guaranteeing?
You can fire me tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is just a hypothetical for your situation. I was just wondering what your opinion was. That's all.
I don't know. I'd probably end up just paying the
extra,
the extra. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably have to try to figure out what 3430 does to make all his money.
Yeah.
So I could afford it. But
have a great weekend, my friend.
hey, you don't tell us what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You watch your mouth. Oh, he hung up on us?
Yeah, he hangs up on us. When he's done, he's done.
It's terrible. So he said the Supreme Court upheld part of the mandate for healthcare workers that receive federal funding. Healthcare now forcing COVID position nurses to work while
symptomatic.
What was that text about?
What they're basically saying is if you have the vaccine, but you still are showing some symptoms of COVID.
You're still coming in?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Well, that's the thing. It's getting back to...
People have it.
Well, it's getting back to where it was in the beginning, where just like so many people are going to the hospital again.
I'm working with another nurse right now. She has COVID. Boss said she had to come in. Let me ask you something, and I'm being really honest with this, and it's because I'm stupid with this. We're on Omicron, right? Mm-hmm. Did COVID just go away then, and Delta just go away? How do we know when we're on what? How do you know what you have?
It is different. I don't think you would know exactly what you have, but they can tell by looking at it.
The doctors can or whatever?
Yeah, like the scientists, they can see like this is a new variant. It definitely spreads a lot faster.
But I heard like how viruses work, and maybe I'm wrong here. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like this is the way it's going with Omicron is they get to a point where they're very contagious, but they're less harmful.
It seems to be going that way.
I mean, is that how it works with viruses?
No. Not necessarily.
See, I thought that was kind of like, I mean, maybe not for all of them, but I thought a majority of them, that's kind of how it works.
I don't know that for sure.
Listen, I get all my info from Angie. She told me Aurora was open and bringing all their healthcare workers back.
It's crazy. So how long has she been listening to the Alex Jones show? InfoWars?
I have never listened to Alex Jones.
He is an insane person.
I bet. Our company's demanding boosters too. What if you get your first shot and nothing else? So confusing. To be honest, it is very confusing. There was a TikTok, you probably saw it, where a woman was wearing a mask and then off with the mask and on with the mask, and then you can come in and then it's 5 days. Dude, I got told the last time I had it where it's 5 days for if you have COVID now. Mm-hmm. But then I got a thing when I had it that said you got to quarantine for 14. I'm like, where are the information at? I thought the CDC said 5 days. I thought that was the new thing.
Yeah, they said 5 days. On the 6th day, so you're supposed to wear a mask the whole time. That's the other thing, is that with the mask thing, it's not necessarily that it's confusing with like what the CDC is saying to do. It's confusing business to business because they get to make the decision. So it's like, yes, we recommend you wear a mask. We want you to wear it here, but then when you sit at your seat, nobody's going to stop you.
Right.
You know, and then that's where that confusion comes in.
It's your area, because like my area does not care.
No,
like
not
there is not.
Like I'm the only one that wears a mask that goes into my stores.
Oh, do you still?
Once this one came back, I went a little harder at it.
You mean with your wife? Or?
With that, and when I saw that Omicron was a lot more contagious. But I have family members that have underlying issues that...
And dude, I completely 100% understand that. If you got like if Pam was around with her lung condition, dude, I don't want to give that to her. I would feel terrible. That's what I worry about. I don't worry about if I catch this that I'm going to die. Mm-hmm. I worry about right. Like that's what I would be scared about, to give it to a loved one. Because there's no doubt that this thing isn't real. It's real.
Yeah, and so when it comes to our companies demanding boosters, what if you got your first shot and nothing else? It's confusing if you don't look into it.
What do they mean? What is their question?
So it's not confusing. You're supposed to get your full round of vaccination. If you get J&J, Johnson & Johnson, that's a standard vaccination with a dead virus.
That's still a thing?
Yeah, the study wasn't. It wasn't as deadly as what the media put it out to be.
Question.
They had those 6...
Why do we have 3 different places giving 3 different vaccines? Why don't we just have one?
More than 3.
Well, yeah. Why don't we just have but those are the main one: Pfizer,
Moderna, and
right. Why don't we just
J&J.
have one? Like, why do I got to decide which one is healthy for me? Which one am I going to risk? Well, that's what it feels like.
Well, they were all working on it at the same time. That's the thing, is that they were all racing to get to the vaccine.
But doesn't that seem weird when I got to ask somebody, hey, what vaccine did you take? You didn't have any side effects, right? Okay. You know what I mean? It feels.
I guess it's weird just because it's new and like nobody. I mean, I didn't know a medical company until this thing came out, but I guess if somebody says I took some ibuprofen, like you don't ever ask.
I guess there's different. It's like, well, did you take Tylenol, ibuprofen,
Advil?
Bayer,
like which one did you?
Yeah, I
like
get
which
you.
one did you take?
I'm
it's
feeling
like,
you. I'm
and
not feeling you. Hashtag me too. I would never do that.
Yeah, well, you do, and it's not Thursday.
Well, I know.
Yeah, and somebody else said like it depends on if you're vaccinated or not. The CDC has different guidelines for different people. Dude, the CDC is almost they're done. They're done trying at this point.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like if you're near somebody because it was scary and new. And that's the other thing that gets people really confused too, and it is a confusing thing where they're like, yeah, but 6 months ago this is what we had to do. Well, we learned more. It's a new disease where they're constantly working on it. So maybe the CDC in 2020 was like 14 days if you even got close to somebody, quarantine because it's 14 days. Now they've learned more about it. We have 2 more years of research and stuff, and they're like, you know what? You didn't need to be in there for 14 days. And after this many days, you're not contagious anymore. So if people are okay with it, wear your mask, but it's fine.
I'm exhausted with it all. And you know what sucks is it's hard to have a conversation. Like we were having a pretty good conversation yesterday about it, and then somebody went political.
It got political with it.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
that a vaccine got political.
It didn't need to be.
It's weird, man.
It definitely didn't need to be. Hey, I thought about our conversation yesterday. You said you knew 2 people who got strokes from the vaccine?
Yeah. Well, no. I just said after the vaccine they got strokes. I never said because of the vaccine, but this is...
Yeah. Right. Okay, because I was like, damn, like that's... If they're just causing strokes, we should know about that.
Well, I mean, I think you do. I think they do have that.
But I think the side effects of the vaccine are much less than
Listen, going back to yesterday's conversation, all I'm saying is do whatever you want. And I'm saying if you got underlying things, that's a thing you probably should get it. Pam should get it. If you're older, you should get it. If you're overweight, you should get it. If you're not healthy, you should get it. But for me, so I'm all right.
So
I'm healthy. I go to the gym. We eat real healthy, and it's like.
So the thing is too, it's hard for a vaccinated person to spread it to another vaccinated person.
Sure, but it happens, and you're saying that it doesn't.
But it does happen. I said it's harder. It's not impossible.
All right, I got you.
So what ends up happening is even these people that have underlying diseases and they get the vaccine and the booster, they're still getting very sick because they're getting the virus from other people that...
Vaccinated people are the ones that are the super spreaders. Boom! I said it. Because they're all in groups and they think they're invincible.
But is that true, or did you just say?
I just said it. Yeah, I don't think that's true. It's like I was saying, like 18,000 people died.
I know. I thought about that after, and I was like, why didn't I call him on that?
You did.
I said, why didn't I fight it more?
Like,
because then I even was like 18,000, and then later that night I was like, how many people? Like, are there any confirmed deaths? And it's like, not.
It's all right.
Definitely not 18,000.
I'm just saying. It's weird. And it all started with yesterday with talking about. It's just weird when it's walking a fine line when you say mandate. You know what I mean? Where it's like the government stepping in and going, "Hey, you got to put this in you." Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm not saying that the vaccine doesn't work because it does, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's the problem is when they mandate it.
Well, it would be nice. So it would be nice if people, it'd be nice if it was 2 different things, where it was like get the vaccine or abide by strict non-spreader protocol. Like you're constantly wearing your mask. You're still treating this as it's March 2020. You know how clean we all were then.
That was a beautiful thing. I'll tell you this: my kids never got sick because I think masks, even if this thing was gone, should be always a thing.
That was my favorite argument about COVID when people are like, "Dude, don't you think it's weird that nobody is getting the flu or anything this year? It's like, no, I don't, because we're all clean and wearing masks.
Yeah,
like these masks and hand sanitizers aren't just COVID specific.
Dude, you remember when hand sanitizers were like, that was a hard thing to find? Did I tell you that my wife went to porta potties at parks and was
filling up
stealing
bags?
it? Mm-hmm. She wouldn't take the whole thing because she didn't want, like, she's like, if a mom was here, I don't want to take the whole thing. And if we got, but she would fill up little plastic because we couldn't find them. What a crazy world we were living in.
And then I remember when all of the hand sanitizers started to smell like booze. Because it was getting so hard to make it, so they were like, vodka companies were starting to make them. It's like, it smells like peach vodka. Like, can I drink this? Why is it really watery? This is just Everclear. I know it is.
We were talking yesterday, and they're in Canada. They started a thing where it's like you can't get liquor or beer or booze.
Yeah.
Unless you're vaccinated. And dude, it went through the roof with vaccinations. Like everybody's like, dude, you ain't taking that right. Well, give me that shot. I need to drink beer.
I'll take it right now.
For real, man. You gotta take. I mean, if you really wanted that mandate thing to work, take things away.
You gotta take things away.
I mean, besides the right of like people.
Well, yeah, you can't be like, hey, if you don't get vaccinated, black people can't vote. Be like, whoa, that doesn't seem fair.
Can we debate without you being mean to me? Because I disagree with everything you're saying, but I debate nicely. I don't know. Like, who are you debating with?
It's me. It's Lindsay.
Oh, it is Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay and I are best friends now.
Lindsay, settle down. You know you're crazy.
Well, she joined the relationship. We're all tinfoil hats now, and we started a podcast. You're going to subscribe? We have no subscribers. Not yet.
Dude, that seems like one that you would have. Lindsay, just to put this in, Lindsay's still like, just wait and see. Trump's coming back.
Dude, I like Lindsay though now. I'm all about Linz now. Not now. I've always liked Linz.
Yeah, we've all liked Lindsay. Lindsay's a nice person, but you know she's crazy.
Here we go. Let's see. Not trying to be political at all. I just want to know what your view is. If we all get vaccinated right away, do you think it would have prevented most from getting it? Or do you think it would be the same place we are now? I don't know.
I can't imagine we'd be at the same place. Because if you say
probably not.
If the vaccine works, which it's tons of studies to show that it has, then if everybody had it, then the virus wouldn't have been able to spread as fast. That's the thing. It's trying to slow it down. Remember when it was flatten the curve because hospitals were getting overrun? That's all the vaccine is trying to do. Except now it's like, oh, get this, and then we can...
Dude, I guess our Aurora is loaded up, man, in Grafton. Yeah. I guess they're putting people in... It's terrible right now again.
And that's the thing. People are like, yeah, but COVID's not even that bad. It's like, yeah, but if the hospital's filled with COVID patients, they can't take the emergencies, the stroke victims, the heart attacks.
The ones that are getting it from the vaccine, you mean?
Yes, that one.
Hey, listen, do we want to take... do we want to do this? I'm sure somebody's going to...
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Hi, what's up?
Trump is coming back, you guys.
Oh, Lindsay, you crazy person.
Dude, no, I really think he is. I think he's going to run again.
No.
I think he's going to run again.
Jake's going to vote for him.
Settle down.
Tell me you're not going to vote for Trump.
She believes Trump's coming back like the election's going to be defrauded or
Oh, I don't know, but I think he's going to... I always think that he's going to run again.
See, and I used to say that I don't think he will, and I still I'm pretty sure he won't run again, but I thought about it, and I was like, there's no downside for him if he runs. Because if he runs,
he's gonna look
runs
like
and wins...
Dude, he's going to look like a champ if he comes back.
So if he runs and wins, he wins. But if he runs and loses... Shut up. If he runs and loses, he can just claim election fraud, and everybody will just believe him again.
Sure. Let's start a petition to get Jake off the air. Well, that means Tanner's going to get off the air
too.
I mean, you don't understand. Just because we have different opinions on this doesn't mean that we still got to do a show together wherever we go. You idiot.
Stupid idiot.
Banned 0488 banned. No, Linz, what's up? How you doing? No, don't go anywhere. What's up? What are you doing?
I'm getting ready for the gym.
Oh, nice. I just told Angie that I'm going to take her to the gym today. What?
Are we meeting at the gym again, Jake?
Yeah, Planet
You
Fitness.
guys like Posy?
No.
Yeah,
not
I
anymore.
told you he was a closet Republican. Now we're like together on that.
Oh, not Polly, Lindsay. I didn't say Polly.
I love Lindsay. Lindsay, you crazy. Get out of here. I don't care about the fraud election anymore. He will just come back. I do. I really honestly think that he is going to do it again, or at least I don't know.
So he'll be what, 70?
Biden's 108.
Yeah, I know. And I like what somebody said. He's just that person we have that's just waiting for somebody else. Like he's a placeholder.
I don't know if you guys either saw this last time he was chatting. My grandfather, before he died, had a spew cup. I saw Biden do that. It's either a spit cup or a spew cup. Like he can't swallow his spit anymore. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Trump couldn't say Yosemite. He said Yosemite like 15 times.
Dude, that's my favorite.
He's like over there.
Yosemite.
Like I love the Biden can't even say a sentence. Dude, you see Trump? He couldn't say nothing.
I knew somebody was going to call me out on that. No, you said you told your wife you're taking her to the gym. This is what it was. This was, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I can either do it here or me and you will go into West Bend today. West Bend, I know it's like 6 hours away, but that's where I live. And she goes, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, all right. I told her yeah. I didn't tell her. I asked her. That's where it came. That's what it was. Hey, what is your JC? Where is that? JC Construction. Is that Jesus Christ Construction building the temple?
It's my brother-in-law's business.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. The guy that overcharges me for a roof?
No, he would give you a good price on a roof, but roofs are expensive.
Well, I don't like that. I'm flipping Jake Kelly.
I'm not a fan.
All right, we're Jake and Tanner show next. Oh, I got a story. I want to read this. Hi, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. You know what I feel like? When our show is separate, when like you are at home or I'm at home because one of us is sick, well, God bless that we can do that and continue to get paid. But I feel like those shows are regular radio program. Those are the God bless Murph, but those are the Murph shows.
Those are the boring ones.
They're kinda, you know what I mean? They're just like, hey, let's read a list. And then when we're in the studio, I have so much fun.
Yeah. Well, do the Bud Light seltzers help?
Oh, I love you.
Listen, I heard that the new Bud Light sodas are insane.
Wait, are you going to get it one more?
Yeah, 8:30. I still got half this can left.
You do? Well, drink it fast. Drink it fast, then it's gone.
I got half this can left. I have to go and get groceries again today.
Yeah, I get it. Well, we're going to be here until noon.
Who's falling for that?
I don't know.
Which one of them? Who do you think just fell for that?
Fine, I'll have coffee.
Nah, have another one.
Oh, maybe.
Because I think it would be funny if you had to sit in the parking lot. It's like, dude, you can't drink and drive and be like, remember, I'm not hammered. And you're just like, do you want some brats?
All right, listen, it's a Jake and Tanner show. I got something interesting here.
Dude,
what's up?
I need to start bringing my Johnsonville brat maker again.
J&T!
And we'll have beer and brat Fridays.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's wonderful.
And then we just make a few brats.
Okay, if you do that, I will buy I'm going to go to Saukville Meats. I'm going to get us some cool-ass brats because they got all kinds of different ones.
Okay.
I'll grab it Friday.
Okay, yeah.
And it'll bring Natter Days.
Yeah. I'll grab the Natter Days and the thing, and you get the brats and the buns. Boom.
Done and done.
Easy.
Done and
this
done.
That's gonna be a good show.
I wish next Friday was now.
I wish next Friday was every day.
Right. All right, so some dude thought it would be fun to build. This is an old story that we never got to. I just saw it in our old prep work, and I'm like, how long ago was this? But it's really interesting to me. Because we've stated this. You and I used to state this years ago before like Tinder was a thing. Mm-hmm. We always said, hey, if you're thinking your wife isn't sexy anymore, if you don't go, we used to say, go to a bar, let her sit at the bar, and you're sitting in the back and see how many guys want to buy her a drink. And then you're going to be like, well, no, I love her.
Yeah.
She's pretty. Mm-hmm. So check this out. Some dude thought it would be fun to build a Tinder profile for his girlfriend just to see how many guys would think she was hot. She matched with 1,700 other dudes in her first hour. Okay.
Oh my God.
He talked about it on Facebook because it made him. I don't know if that's a lot. I mean, I don't know how Tinder works or anything. But
yeah, I don't know. I've never downloaded it. My wife has it.
You should look into that.
Oh,
it's not for BFFs.
I thought she said that as a way for like crafting.
Okay. I don't want to. Sure.
Oh God.
Was she making babies? So he talked about it on Facebook because it made him appreciate her more. He told the guys, quote, if you're feeling like you can do better than your girlfriend, create a Tinder profile. Dude, it's so true, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be funny.
Could you imagine? Oh, it'd suck. It would suck so hard. It's like, well, hey, let me say this, though. I don't know why this popped in my head, but monogamy is hold on, it's not natural. Scientists have stated that it is not natural. Like back in the day, it's
funny that with having sex with multiple people, then you're like, scientists agree. But then when scientists are like, you should get the shot, you're like, no, hold on, now who says? No. Like, who says I should? It's like, Angie, the scientist says I can bang other women. Should you get the vaccine?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I read. Do you know how they think that monogamy started? Because back in the day, because DNA for dudes, especially dudes, it's like I need my offspring.
Yes,
well, I need Frank. I need Shram. We need to, and it should be where it's like. Any woman here. Yeah. It's like, we're going to have babies because I need my offspring.
I like your broad shoulders.
Yeah. And so what would happen is well, they said once disease started running rampant or whatever, they're like, all right, maybe I should settle down here. I don't want anything to fall off.
Oh yeah, you mean when everybody was pretty much related to each other?
Yeah, it's like, and then the other thing was, they said that they're thinking that it was because if they would leave their wife and kids, they would impregnate this woman, they have the baby, and then they would go over here and
go do that.
Other men would come in to the situation, and they didn't want a bastard child, so they would kill the child and then do their offspring. So it was to protect the kids. This is how monogamy started.
And
it's all for the Jerry's kids.
I have a feeling that women just didn't get that good of a say in it.
Wait, let me go back up
That's not my baby.
Let me say, cause since we're talking about this, I got on Free Advice Friday, I got another thing here, okay? And it's kind of going along with this monogamy, or what is it?
Polygamy.
Is that, okay.
Wait,
what's
polyamorous?
Yeah, what is that?
Same thing as polygamy.
Okay.
Polygamy is, I think, the more the marriage.
Okay.
Like where you marry multiple
polygamy
people.
Is just having more.
And being polyamorous would be.
Polyamorous, yeah.
We're married, but we have like, dude, I run into them on TikTok a lot.
You're on that swing life,
dude,
on Swing Talk or whatever.
On Swing Talk, and it'll just be like, "Hey, I got my girlfriend's coming over," and he's saying it to his wife, and she's like, "That's fun."
Yeah. Well, let me read this really quick.
Yeah.
Okay. My girlfriend talked to me saying an old male friend wanted to see her one-on-one, and asked if I was okay with it.
Okay.
What he wanted to do was pick her up, bring her to her house, and drop her off alone. He didn't want me there or talk to me at all about it beforehand. Before that, sorry, they're into this thing where they swing with they swing. Okay, but this is like you're going out on almost a date now. Okay.
Well, that's the other thing is that a lot of these poly couples they date. They're not just about the sex.
Dude, it's got to be weird though. If your wife got all dolled up
for another guy,
yeah, and like you can't, and you're not
upset me.
And I know that and you're not there,
yeah.
Where it's like, wait, what do you guys do? I want to watch that movie. We mean go watch a Matthew McConaughey movie?
Yeah, I love that movie.
You know
I Power the Dog?
Power the Dog?
Of course you're gonna have sex. It's such a sexy movie.
Well, no, and that's the thing. These people will go out on a date and then come back. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Weird.
I don't know, man.
I understand that, and I don't understand it, but I understand it if you're there. I understand that more than if you just let her or him go out on a date. That one's weird.
I feel like there's got to be self-esteem issues.
You can't have kids, right? Because that would be weird.
Dude, there's a show on TLC called Sister Wives.
Okay, I'm listening.
I am so on the brink of now watching that show along with my I Am Shauna Ray and 90 Day Fiancé.
Explain Sister Wives.
It follows a man, and he has 5 wives. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they have kids, and they bicker and they fight.
Dude, that's Charlie Manson. To be able to talk 5 different women into just being okay with all of this.
And they all virtually look the same. So in my head, I'm just wondering, why? Why do you need that many wives?
Are they actually legally married? Or
it might be just like spiritual marriage and stuff.
But like all these women are cool?
Yeah, they all know each other. I think they all live on the same compound. Like I said, I haven't watched the show
compound. Yet. It has to be.
It has to be like a ranch.
So does he go and go, all right, I'm going to be with Monica today?
Yeah.
Or are they all together all the time?
I don't know. Like I said, if you want me to start watching this show so I can report on Sister Wives,
I really do. I really do. Because I want to know, like, is there jealousy?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that in the previews, in, like, the commercials.
Like, you're giving her more attention?
Yeah, and I saw one guy, he was talking to his mom, and his dad is obviously the husband of all the Sister Wives. And he's like, dude, how are you living with this, Mom? Like, he's always over at Jezebel's house. I guess they all live at the same, they're always together. I don't know.
That's crazy. I don't know how you can talk 4 women or 5 women into that. Like, hey, we're all going to live together. Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Cindy Parker.
What's up?
I watch Sister Wives a lot, so I know all about it.
So
actually.
is there a big is there jealousy?
Yeah, absolutely. They used to, when the family was only 4 wives, they all lived in one, like, kind of smaller house, and they had it, like, separated into different areas. And then they got run out of Utah, so then they had to move into separate houses in Las Vegas.
Even Utah was like, guy, you gotta stop.
So wait, Cindy, can you what I'm really curious about is how did this dude talk 4 women into doing this?
Well, 2 of them for sure, I remember, are, like, they grew up that way. Their moms did that, too. So that was, like, just standard. They were like, oh, this is what my family did. We're doing. And then I actually think all 3 of the first wives are that way. And then there's another wife that came in later, Robin, and I don't remember if her family did it, but she's like the young, pretty wife, and you can tell there was a lot of issues when she came in because she wasn't there in the beginning, and then she came in later and blah, 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 and she's the only one who can have kids now, and there's definitely a lot of drama as far as the jealousy and things like that. And now that they're in separate houses, half the wives want to move back into one big giant house now that they can afford to build what they want. And the other 2 are like, never again, we can never live under the same roof. And it's like, well, then what are you doing? I don't know.
It's weird. Is this guy like, is he really attractive?
He's not.
Nah, he's fine.
He's got to be dealing with just an absolute hammer. Like, it has to be.
You would think.
You would think. I mean, some of the wives could be a little more attractive if I'm being really honest.
Oh, well, yeah.
Cindy Parker,
Listen, it's not Hugh Hefner and the Bunnies. Right. To agree to have one husband among many women.
If your husband was all about this, would you be like, all right, maybe we should try this? Would you ever do that?
Honestly, so after watching that show, and like if I had the ideal situation, here's a really honest answer. Like Kayla, if I was going to be married to a sister wife and Kayla was my sister wife, I kind of think I would be okay.
Tanner,
because I feel like
what are you doing?
Right?
I didn't know.
Listen, you got to take redheads though. They got to be your babies all of a sudden.
No, listen.
I do like her kids. She's got good kids, but there's a lot of them. That's a
lot
of baggage, Cindy Parker.
I think if you have the right-minded people, you could pull it off and have a really good support team. But I think if it's like you see the people who are like clearly brainwashed, obviously that's not a good situation. I do think it could work for some people. Would it be my ideal situation? Probably not. I already struggle communicating with one husband, let alone throwing in other husbands and wives. But
yeah,
no, one husband. You don't get to have multiple husbands.
Yes, yeah, that works. Wait, would that be accepted up there in Copemesh?
No. People have tried up in my area, and it is. You get talked about real fast.
Dan was married to a sheep, and everybody frowned about it. All right, thanks, Cindy. We appreciate it.
Yep, guys, have a good day. Bye.
All right, we got to go. We got to do a take from Jake and Tanner here in just a few minutes. Oh, you lost yesterday because you said soy sauce.
I don't want to talk about the soy sauce.
$20 next. So Tanner, tell me if you think I'm crazy or this is
Yes.
an okay thing to do.
Well,
Let me give you the example.
oh,
first.
okay. This isn't
the
just a
question.
general thing.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Now I feel bad though about me.
You shouldn't.
All right. Anyway, let's say I was going to Florida. Let's say I
Okay.
was going to Sarasota.
Ooh, okay. That sounds nice. Hot down there.
And I tell you, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to Milwaukee or Chicago to catch that flight to go. Do you think I'm nutty or is that an okay thing?
Ouch! Why would you do that when you can go to Appleton Airport with Allegiant Air and you can fly straight there one way, like straight shot right to Sarasota for as low as $49? Why would you drive?
You think it's faster?
It's
Okay,
it's faster.
well, I'm just saying.
And the parking's not going to be like $85 an hour like it is in Chicago and Milwaukee. It's a good airport. Awesome prices. They go everywhere that the other big airports go that you want to go for spring break. What do you want to do? Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Key West, Sarasota, Fort Myers, Destin, Pensacola, Jacksonville, Daytona, Panama City Beach, Cancun, Mexico.
Wait, are the TSA lines long?
It's not one of those big, massive airports that you walk in, you immediately have an anxiety attack. Appleton Airport is a far easier and more convenient airport to go to when you're getting the same thing. They're planes.
So do you think, so what you're saying is I should probably just go to Appleton Airport?
Yes, just go to Appleton Airport. Fly Allegiant. You can get one-way direct flights. That was the word I was looking for
There you
before.
go. You got
Direct.
it. Appleton
For as low as $49.
Airport. What are you doing? Don't be stupid like Jake. Yeah. All right, we got to go.
Yes.
It's going to be a short one. 866-916-0959 if you want to play a take from Jake and Tanner. 5 little questions. That's it.
How many?
Just 5.
I've never actually counted.
Shakir Bear. This is brought to you by Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage personal guidance through all your life stages to help connect the dots on your financial journey. While we're waiting, get somebody to play. I want to take this time to say thank you. And
To who?
do you know Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior?
No, we don't got time for that.
Okay.
We got our call right here.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. You ready?
I'm ready.
Sandy, it's only for $20 because Tanner was stupid last night or yesterday and last night. And he lost. But listen, you get to wear the crown for a little bit. There's 5 questions. Tanner just left the room, so he can't hear any of the questions. If he heard them, well, that would be cheating because we're going to ask him the exact same questions here in just a minute. You cannot pass. Well, you can say pass, but that will be your answer. We don't come back around to the questions. And take as long as you want in each question, but remember that will play a factor at the very end if there is a tie because the lowest time will win. Okay?
I'm ready.
All right, Sandy, good luck. Your time we take from Jake and Tanner begins in 3, 2, 1. What is the maximum number of clubs a golfer may use in a round?
11.
Which type of nut is used to make Nutella?
Hazelnut.
What sports lingo uses the term pickle?
Did you say pickle?
Yep.
I have no clue.
What fast food chain marketed a meat-scented cologne called Flame in 2008?
Taco Bell.
How did pound cake get its name?
Because it weighed a pound.
Time. All right, Sandy. Wow, that was fast. Tanner! That was really quick. Hang on real quick. That was quick.
Oh, no.
What's the matter? Are you a little hungover? You look a little hungover.
It's not that.
Yeah. You ready?
Well, Chuck brought his sport fitness, his sport clips massage thing. He didn't even ask, man.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, you're sad?
No. He just started.
Oh, you feel violated. Okay.
Popped out of that cold server room,
Yeah. Started massaging you?
Yeah, all I heard was...
and it feels good, but I'm confused.
Yeah. Like, I'm not tense anymore, but, like, I feel violated. It's not good.
Time begins in 3, 2, 1. What is the maximum number of clubs a golfer may use in a round?
13.
Which type of nut is used to make Nutella?
Hazelnut.
What sports lingo uses the term pickle?
Cricket.
What fast food chain marketed a meat-scented cologne called Flame in 2008?
Burger King.
How did pound cake get its name?
That's how much it used to cost.
Time. All right. So welcome back, Sandy.
The text line's filled with people just saying soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Stop.
All right, Sandy. What is the maximum number of clubs a golfer may use in a round? Sandy said 11. Tanner said 13. 14 was the answer.
I thought it was 14, but then I was like, I always get this wrong. So my gut is 14. I'll go 13. Damn
What type of nut is used to make Nutella? You both said hazelnut. That's correct.
Ding, ding.
What sports lingo uses the term pickle? Sandy said, I don't know. Tanner said cricket, baseball.
It's baseball, the pickleball. Yeah, I get it.
Well, I thought it was like when you throw a baseball from base to base and you get that one guy caught in the middle.
Oh, yeah, it's in a pickle.
Yeah, you're in a pickle.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
I don't know. Baseball's stupid.
What fast food chain marketed meat-scented cologne called Flame? She said Taco Bell. Tanner said Burger King. Burger King was correct.
Uh-oh.
2-1. How did pound cake get its name? Sandy said because that's how much it cost. Tanner said because that was the weight.
No, I said cost.
She said because that's what it weighed. Wait, no, what did you say, Sandy?
I said that's what it weighed.
Oh, that's what it weighed. Kind of, but I'm not going to accept it. It's 1 pound for each main ingredient is how I got it. So 2-1. Tanner, you win that.
Yay!
Thanks, Sandy. We appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good
See you
day.
now. $40 we play for tomorrow when we play.
It's Monday. It's Friday today.
Yeah, it's Friday. Good deal. Appreciate you listening. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll be in and out of this hour, but not too much. We go music intensive, the Karen hour.
Yeah.
Missed anything on the show, text JT to 71090, or if you want to join our bonus segment, our after show podcast, you can do that too. Text link LINK to 71090. We'll talk to you Monday. we say it all the time, or maybe not enough. I'm going to be honest. We have a podcast. We had an after show podcast. If you want to be a part of that, text the link, LINK to 71090. It's the Jake and Tanner Show, Kiss FM. I'd like to skip one and then go to the next. Hey, if you missed anything on the show today, text JT to 71090. Get the podcast on demand. It's the Jake and Tanner Show, Kiss FM. We got to go. We got to get going home now. But listen, if you need more of us, text JT to 71090. If they text JT, is that the same as, can they get the at-home podcast or no?
Yeah. We'll send a link out to both of them.
All right, text JT to 71090. It's Kiss FM. Good morning. We'll be back Monday.